Fenny Boy was the first to show up to the stream.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, Fenny. You were actually the first to show up to the stream today. Thank you. Thank you. I am joined today by Foxy Socks Plays, aka Roxanne Kaiser, aka a few other names. Welcome.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, we're celebrating the return of Dark Souls 2 servers.
The return, yes.
Yep. Yeah, that's actually the full name of the game. Dark Souls 2, The Return of the Servers.
I planned on doing like an event at some point back when Elden Ring was coming out. Like, hey, let's play Dark Souls 2. Wow. 9 months later, here we are.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's very, very good. I'm gonna check to see how many deaths there have actually been in the world now.
Oh, yeah. When you're offline, it shows how many times you have died. But when you're online, it shows you how many times players have died.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was sure of that. It's, let me see, that's thousands, millions, billions, 525,140,610 deaths. No, wait, no, tens, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. Yeah, 525,140,610 deaths.
Holy cow.
There we go. Thank you for the commas, Fenny.
And I contributed about triple digits to that.
Yeah.
Total number, so.
Yeah. Oh, and Fenny makes the point. Sci-fi Dark Souls is just that one Star Wars game. True. Although personally, I'm going to be pedantic and say, actually, Star Wars isn't sci-fi. It's a fantasy story, but in space.
Yeah, but in space. Because it happened a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, no, like, it's more just that, like, it has more in common with fantasy stories.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
it just takes place in space.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
like the themes and the general plot.
Yeah.
Actually happening in the movies. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think they do get into some like more traditional sci-fi stuff in a few places, like even a few of the more
like the extended universe type stuff.
Yeah. I know that like the Clone Wars TV show goes more into like more traditional sci-fi stuff pretty lightly.
Yeah.
Like they do stuff like they talk about the personhood of the clones and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like the specifics about how they're made and
Oh, Fenny has a good point. Fantasy is just another word for fiction.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I somewhat agree with that, yeah.
Oh, also, how far have you gotten in this game so far?
I think the last place that I actually need to go through, like I'm just gonna go to the last bonfire that I was at. That was at Lower Earthen Peak.
Oh, Earthen Peak. All right.
Yeah.
There's a really annoying secret in that place that makes the final boss a lot easier.
Oh, I'm actually aware of that secret. For how little I like Dark Souls 2, I actually know a lot about it. I know that if you set the windmill on fire, it makes the boss of the area easier.
We might not need the name engraved ring. If you hang out there for a second, I'll put a summon sign down and see if I can.
Yeah, I mean, I have 0 souls right now, so I can't buy it anyway.
Right.
But I will use the human effigy that reverses hollowing.
Okay.
Oh, heck yeah. I forgot that my character has hair. And isn't green.
Isn't crusty and green.
Yeah, our Dark Souls 3 servers back too. They came back first, actually.
Yeah,
And,
3 came back. Yeah, this one came back.
Yeah. And
one will never come back, but remastered one will eventually.
Yeah, no, I think 1 is actually already back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like I think 1 never really went down. It's just dead.
Yeah.
Like people still use the I think it's called DS Fix.
Yeah. All right, my sign is down. It is just around.
Okay. Is it like right next to the bonfire?
It's right on top of the bonfire. You may have to sit a couple times, and if this truly does not work, then you will just need to farm a few souls to get the name engraved ring.
Okay. Toggle. Hmm.
Our soul memory should not be too far apart.
Yeah. Where is your soul memory?
I am at 1.
Wait, what the heck is this area?
Million.
Oh, right, that's the boss. Okay. 1.7 million, and I'm at.
You were at 1.2 last we checked.
Yeah, 1.218423. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get back into Dark Souls. That is super fair, Fenny. Like, it's definitely not for everybody. I will say,
Dark
like,
Souls 2 is especially not for everybody.
yeah, no, I do think that like Dark Souls 2 has the smallest amount of like barrier to entry for most gamers. You know? Like this is the game that feels the most like a traditional game to me.
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna try to go on to another character who has lower soul memory.
Yeah, don't do that quite yet,
Okay.
because I've decided I'm just gonna go back and forth.
No, I double checked, and I think without the ring, I am just out of range for you right now.
Okay, then in that
So
case,
after
yeah.
one boss, you'll probably just get the ring, and then we can proceed as normal.
Okay, will do. Like I don't even remember seeing the name engraved ring.
The cat sells it.
Yeah, no, I know the cat. You told me the cat sells it. I just don't remember it being in its inventory. Is it possibly only in its inventory when you're online?
No, you can buy it at any point.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, soul memory exists only in Dark Souls 2. It is a strange way of preventing high-level players from running into low-level players.
Yeah, like soul memory is just the amount of souls that you have ever had on that character, right?
Yeah, including the one that you've lost.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is kind of weird. I thought it would have been like the amount that you have had and spent.
Alright, I put my sign down. This character has 1 1.5 million, and you have 1.2 million. And if this is not close enough, I will tear my hair out. You might have to rest a couple times.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. If I just fast travel to a different area and then come back with that.
You might have to fast travel there and back again. That could be the best way.
Okay, because that would just like completely reload everything.
Yeah.
Like I'm not seeing any summon signs at all.
In other Dark Souls, there are passwords you can just enter that'll make sure you can co-op with friends. I think the first one, matchmaking was based off of your weapon upgrade level or something. It was very strange.
Yeah, I played Dark Souls 3's base game and still unsure whether I enjoyed my time in it. That's also fair, Fenny. Like, it's just... Yeah. Like, Dark Souls 3 is a weird game. I feel like Dark Souls 3 is, in particular, the one that... You need to have at least played Dark Souls 1 or 2 in order to,
Where did you go, Street? Please come back.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to deal with that first.
Oh, have you?
Oh, I'm back. I'm back.
Have you gotten the silver serpent ring from the merchant?
I have, in fact. I wear that like basically all the time.
I'm going to reload Lower Earthen Peak and try one more time. Put my sign down.
Okay. I think
I swear, after the first boss you get the ring, this will just be easier.
Yeah. No, I can also just grind 4 rings. Or 4. Oh wait, I see a summon sign.
Is that? Forlorn.
Yep, it says forlorn.
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a girl with kind of red hair.
Yep.
Excellent. Excellent.
So this was the character I beat my last speedrun with, actually.
Oh, cool.
My last 10 hours speedrun.
I mean, that seems pretty good for a game like this.
Right.
Enemy ahead. Okay.
Enemy ahead.
Yeah. Oh, I think actually I haven't gone past any of this.
Oh,
okay.
You kind of stopped at that bonfire, I imagine.
Yeah, yeah.
So, before I proceed, there will be headless guys who will throw daggers and poison you, and they attack very fast. Be careful of those.
Mm-hmm.
There will be hammer guys. They're not too hard. Here's a headless guy.
Yeah. No, I like these big hammer guys because the second one that I found, the only way to beat him, as in like he couldn't even get to you without this happening.
He poisoned himself, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's the one that poisons himself. And I think that's...
Oh my goodness. He knocked me off.
Oh no.
Well, just head back to the bonfire. If you rest, the guys will respawn. But if you don't, then I can put my sign down again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fun fact about the headless enemies. They used to have heads, actually. They were in the trailers of the game. They had masks. White masks with, like, a cool design.
Oh.
And the guys that made Naruto
what?
were going to sue From Software.
Oh my god!
For copyright infringement. So they had to remove the masks from the actual game. And that is why these guys have no heads.
I kind of like that as a fun meta story.
Alright, my sign is down again.
Okay.
Hopefully you don't have to rest at the bonfire to make it show up. It's just in the room somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not seeing it.
It's just 2 enemies. You might want to just rest back there.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah. I also like that a lot, Fenny. Fenny agrees.
It's very funny.
Oh no! Oh, I see it. Forlorn.
Have you been invaded by the Forlorn, actually?
I have, in fact.
That is why I
Like,
named this character Forlorn, so they don't know.
that's really funny. Like, I like that a lot. Like, those are actually kind of annoying to me. Just because if you're, like, to me, a big part of why Dark Souls lets you play offline is that it lets you,
Right.
yeah, it lets you
It's
opt
free.
out of the,
Like the invasions and stuff. Like, I don't want to deal with the random stuff.
yeah.
Alright. Now,
Oh,
let
what-
me try and fall off the edge.
Yeah. What is this big
I
thing
don't-
for?
Okay, that's not an illusory wall, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, I just poisoned myself.
Oops.
Yeah.
If you have poison moss, that'll do it. Otherwise, just use a couple life gems.
Yeah. No, that's what I've been doing. Like 2 life gems is enough to
Poison
get
moss
me
is
through it.
actually more rare than life gems, so that's actually the best thing to do.
Yeah. Like that always gets me through all of the stuff.
A couple guys are gonna drop down this ladder. Just watch out for them.
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, we've got another I think I'm going to summon another
There's
person.
another phantom.
Yeah. That might be an NPC.
What are their names? Oh,
Devotee
I
Scarlet.
God, I don't remember. I think that's an NPC. Oh, I'm gonna die to poison.
Yeah. I mean, she just emoted.
They do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. No, she looks like an NPC.
Yeah. I mean, she's moving like an NPC.
Sometimes you can't. You really can't tell.
Yeah. Okay. Can that?
Oh, there's a guy here. Let me get rid of this guy. So if you want to make jumps for items or go anywhere, feel free. I'll
Yeah.
try to clear out any enemies that I find.
Yeah.
This
I'm
jump
gonna.
is tricky, especially with the NPC in the way. This jump is tricky.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm past that.
Oh no, I don't think you could make this jump.
Oh, really?
I
Oh,
think
I
you
think-
can if you're really lucky.
Okay. Why that's probably not meant to be made then.
It's not meant to be jumpable, I think.
Yeah. And I think I know, like, based on how this game has done secrets so far, or at least that one secret that you've shown me, that's probably a firebomb moment.
Oh, it might actually be.
Yeah,
Because I've always jumped at it from above. I've always gone above to try to get it.
nope. That is not a firebomb moment.
Darn.
Yeah. Like, that really looks like a thing that you're supposed to,
It really
go
does.
from below. Yeah. So, like, what are these levers
Okay,
meant to
that
be?
lever, I literally have no idea what that lever does besides raise this poison thing up and then back down.
Okay.
I literally don't know what that's supposed to accomplish.
Yeah, I mean, it did. I guess now I'm not in danger of hitting it and getting poisoned.
I guess.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you saw me, you'd think I was an NPC too. That says Fenny. True. Like, that's me, but in real life. Oh.
Alright, let me follow you down here.
Oh.
There's like a chest at the end, right?
Yeah.
There's a guy behind. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that I found really, really infuriating in this game.
Is blocking onto random guys.
No. The way you,
Oh, you open chests.
Yeah. Like, the fact that if you hit a chest accidentally, it gets destroyed and you don't get what's in the chest.
You get rubbish.
Yeah, exactly.
That is that annoys me a lot.
Yeah, like see that. Not only does that annoy me a lot, it's also like I can imagine really easily a way that could work, but it would have required a lot more effort. Oh, I accidentally swapped to holding nothing. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this fog gate. Go through that fog gate and then make a torch.
Make a what?
Go through that fog gate. That is only for a bonfire. That is the only thing there. Grab a torch from that bonfire.
Okay. That's really weird.
It is very weird.
Yeah.
There
How
are a
about
lot
like?
of deep fog gates here, and you know that secret you talked about with the windmill?
Yeah, this is the head.
Right. This is that.
Yeah.
Fun fact: it makes some of the poison in other areas go away too, but not all the poison fog. Just some poison pools.
Okay, that's neat. I like that. No, I do like that as a secret, but as like a boss strategy, I hate it.
They're like, come on.
Yeah.
There's a button on the ground that shoots an arrow. Watch out for that.
Okay. Back to my point about the rubbish. I think that could have been cool if it were like if instead of just giving you rubbish, it gave you rubbish with like a unique with unique flavor
Another
text.
stupid secret.
Yeah. What is it?
Oh, also, sorry, I was not listening. I was half listening to your suggestion. That is a good suggestion on how to fix the rubbish issue.
Yeah. Oh, another summon sign. Bashful Ray.
Oh yeah, that's an NPC.
Okay, I'm glad. Oh, I noticed. I guess phantoms are called. I guess NPCs are called shades.
Oh, huh.
And and real people are called phantoms.
Yep. Follow that ledge here, and here's a guy. Just keep talking to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm actually following. Okay, yeah. I do not think that Devotee Scarlet is
Is an actual player.
Yeah.
You idiot. Stay quiet.
Oh, he's Scottish.
I'm on the run. Don't give me away.
He's also a
You're a
cheapskate.
fugitive too.
Uh-huh.
Why else would you be here? It's got death written all over it. You
Uh-huh.
want to climb down here? I can lend you a ladder. But, how much can you offer me? Why, yep. I'm trying to help you, you know. Have you no gratitude? Downright rude, really.
I didn't do anything.
I've got a soft heart, so I let you off. This once.
Pay souls need. I will pay you the souls,
All
sure.
right. It'll be just a moment.
So he makes ladders.
So, you know the pit in Majula?
Yeah.
If you keep talking to him, he'll move there, and he's how you're actually supposed to jump down without taking fall damage.
Oh, okay.
Either that or the cat ring.
I won't offer this deal twice.
Okay. Cool.
Check out this very useful ladder. Oh, hold on. This is a one-man ledge here. Let me get out of here.
Yeah. Thank you. You know, I've noticed stuff like this where, like, most of the spaces in this game feel like they're designed specifically for co-op. But then there's stuff like this where clearly it's not designed specifically
no
for
way.
co-op.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you can co-op, but there's no room.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Also, I noticed in this game, in Dark Souls 1 and 3, the only way to get 4 players into a room, not a room,
You need like
yeah.
special like covenants or something, right?
Yeah, no, you need like an item called a dried finger, I think.
Oh, dried fingers, those. I think that's in this game as well. But you don't
Okay.
need it for summoning them.
Yeah.
That lever, hold on, you passed by a lever. Go back really quick.
Oh,
And
yeah.
check this out. Go ahead and pull the lever right now.
Okay. I assumed this was just another one of those poison pots.
And if you look back in this room, there'll be an item below me. Also, I'm attacked by a guy.
Okay.
Go ahead and grab that item.
Oh, very good.
And then quick, before it comes back down, get out from behind the thing.
Yeah. Oh, get on the
Get out, yeah. And then
those NPCs are just gonna die. Okay, that one NPC
no.
just died.
Oh no, somebody up here killed me.
Oh no.
There's also a chest here, but there's a pyromancer guard. Right it up. That NPC just got pressed.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the previous bonfire?
Yeah, go to that one that has the one, the
Yeah.
one by the windmill thing.
Yeah. Also, is there a purpose in pulling this this lever to close this door?
If you step on the trap button, the door closes. If you pull the lever, it resets the door.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's another way around then.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Right, my sign is right on the bonfire.
Okay. I should probably just rest at the bonfire. There aren't... I can't use the bonfire because there are... Because the NPCs.
You'll have to use the black separation crystal to make the NPC go away.
Yeah, I see it. There you are. Well, goodbye, Scarlet. We hardly know. We hardly knew he. Yeah. One of the things that I found really interesting, in Dark Souls 3, that I feel could have been done here in Dark Souls 2 pretty well as well, was there's a thing that happens with a couple of covenants.
Okay.
There's one character who, depending on your choices, can change his covenant.
Ooh.
And if you summon both, if you summon both him and another character, who used to be in the covenant that he betrayed.
What is going on? I think we both tried using the ladder at once and it glitched out.
Yeah, yeah. If after he betrays his covenant, you summon both him and somebody from his old covenant, one of them gets summoned as an invader instead, and they end up fighting each other.
Right. Oh, hold on. Come down here. Is there an NPC down here?
Yeah. Well, one of those
you're
pyromancers just didn't attack me, so.
Oh, let me get back.
Oh no! Oh
I'm not where you
no!
are. The trap.
Yeah. No, I knew that was a trap because of the big white flash, and it just I just didn't have enough animation time to get out of the way.
Right. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll put my sign down again.
Alrighty.
That was in 3, right? That was. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I vaguely remember what you're describing with the NPCs.
Yeah, I don't remember what their names were, and it might not have been that they that one of them comes as an invader. It might be
Like
that
they just hate each other, so they'll fight each other.
yeah, and then you've just like and they prioritize fighting each other over anything else. I think except for following you. So
There are NPCs in this game that fight, but their quest is kind of finicky. They're not. I don't think you can summon them for anything either.
yeah.
If you've met Lucatiel of Mira,
I have.
she has a quest where you get her armor, but it involves summoning her for 3 bosses and keeping her alive for 3 bosses.
And she's and I would guess she's not very good at bosses.
No.
Oh.
She's not very good at bosses.
That's so unfortunate.
It's possible to do, I just almost never do it.
Yeah. Like that is
Usually I forget.
Yeah. That is something that's cool and unique in this game though, at least.
There's another guy. There's Ben Hart of Jugo, who has a blue sword. He's the same way.
Yeah.
You have to summon him 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, I was told that there's a guy with a blue sword that I need to be watching out for. I guess to give and or sell to that one merchant guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Is your summon sign down yet?
Yeah, it should be down. Oh wait, oh, you have not met the blue sword guy, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I have met him.
Alright.
Unless he's the guy at Majula, at the tower.
No.
Okay. Hmm.
He too is at Majula, but probably it's some weird corner that you would not have seen.
Oh, yeah. You know, because, like, the merchant guy talked about him as though I should have met him already.
My sign is down.
Yeah.
It's being all weird.
I'm just swapping areas real quick. Travel.
I'll replace my sign to see if that helps.
Yeah, no, don't replace it just yet. It might be that I just need to reload into the area. Okay, yeah, try placing it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, theoretically, we should have gotten, like, the same amount of souls, right?
Yeah, so I wouldn't have, like, passed you, right?
Yeah, like, you wouldn't have gotten out of my range.
Out of your range. Yeah, there's no way. I could use the small soapstone, which has a larger range. But that wouldn't change anything if you can't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember the first time I ever bought the first time I ever beat...
Are you human?
Hmm?
No.
Oh, you're right. I am not human. Oh my god. I am dumb. Yeah. I remember the first time I ever beat Dark Souls 1. The way that I won was pretty early on. This one guy who I summoned just dropped a really good weapon.
And you use it the whole time?
Yeah. I think it was like a +5 lightning scythe.
Oh, sick.
Which I think is the best weapon in the game that doesn't rely on random chance to get.
I see. Like you can get it from a box or something?
Yeah. Yeah, or like you can get the scythe from a chest.
Right.
And then you can enchant it with lightning. Okay.
Alright, up
Okay. Wow, Bashful Ray's summon sign is tiny.
it could be this. There's a regular white sign soapstone, and for some stupid reason, a small white sign soapstone.
Okay.
The difference is the small soapstone has a larger range of soul memory you can summon.
Really?
There's like a 20-minute time limit for that summon. And the more enemies you kill, the less time they're in your world.
Oh. That would
Oh, I'm
explain...
mad at these guys.
That would explain what his, why he's a shade then. Oh no! You've been
Died
vanquished.
to the guys up there. I almost got them.
Yeah.
They're up the ladder.
Oh, okay. You went this way then. Cool. I will kill those guys before we,
I'll put my sign back down at the bonfire.
Yeah. Oh, there's more.
Oh, those are the guys that killed me. They're just low HP.
Yeah, no, they were... They
Oh,
were
there's
low
more
HP.
that came out. Oh,
Yeah, there was another one that came out after I killed them.
they're everywhere.
Yeah. That's funny.
They're mad we had to remove their masks due to copyright restriction. Copyright reasons. They unionized. Now they're after us.
they unionized the Dark Souls enemies. Oh, and you know what? I just got a thing called a mannequin mask.
Oh yeah.
That's probably the mask
That's
that
probably the best.
that they removed from those enemies. I'm gonna put it on while I'm waiting for you to come in.
I think I have it as well. Oh no, I don't. I don't.
Yeah, here it is. I found
No, I
it.
do. Mannequin mask.
Yeah, is this the mask that they
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna remove that because I still want to, be my character.
I don't want to get sued by the Naruto people.
Yeah, I don't want to get copyright struck by Piero Animation.
They're like watching your streams and like, oh, we got her. She put on the mask.
Get her, boys. Okay, I guess I'm going this way.
Is there an NPC down here with all the jars?
No, but there's a door. And it
that
does not
door
open from the
open
side.
that side.
Okay, and and it's also not destructible like some wooden doors are, but not all wooden doors for some reason. I don't know what's up with that.
That NPC would be the spear guy in the Forest of Fallen Giants, I think.
Okay.
You'd have to interact with them in the other spots to get them to move.
Okay. I thought I had done like mostly everything in that area, but I suppose not. Also, how did you get over there and then back here so quickly?
You can jump across.
Oh,
You
okay.
can jump across.
Okay, that seems pretty reasonable, yeah. Let me try that real quick. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's actually a pretty easy jump. And that's a Radiant Life Gem and a Silverback Spear and a Soul of a Brave Warrior.
Nice.
That was weird. That just, for some reason, it canceled the landing animation.
Oh, those are called baby jumps. There's actually a mod that removes baby jumps from the game.
What? To what end?
There's a random chance that your jump will become a baby jump, and sometimes it will make you fall off and die.
Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Okay, so the traps in trapped chests are random.
Oh, huh, it's poison this time.
Yeah, it poisoned me this time.
The arrow one is so much worse than the poison one because it can hit you from far away.
Yeah, well, and also it comes out faster than you can dodge it.
Mm-hmm.
So at least this one did. And like, there's like more than one arrow one, I think. Is this jumpable?
That is jumpable, yes. You can also walk on the blades, I think.
Oh, okay.
Stuck. You should just jump from the perimeter to the other one.
I'm
'Cause otherwise that happens.
down here now. Task completed.
Yep, see, he timed out. He had a small sign.
Okay.
So we're back here where this is.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I got to see what's behind there. I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of being required to jump in order to progress.
Especially when it's such a weird jump.
Yeah. Yeah, like that didn't feel like the jump was shorter though. That just felt like that just felt like I got caught on something and the animation didn't play correctly.
Like just the terrain was all funny. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we got invaded by a real person.
Oh no. Be wary of Trio. Oh, I think I know about this boss. Or
what boss do you think it is?
yeah. Yeah. I guess it's not the boss for this area because I know that's different. I'm aware of like one of the best gank bosses in the game.
The Gank Squad.
Yeah.
The DLC. You won't see him.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate.
Here's the enemy invader. I'm fighting them right now.
Okay, I will focus on this dude. Or you will focus on that dude.
There's a pyromancer up there as well that will mess with us. I'll try and get her right now. Oh, what? Okay. That was pretty painless.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll eat a human effigy from that.
Heck yes. I am almost in the black then on those. If I get one more, I will have just completely...
I'm going to show you where an illusory wall is so you can get back here easier. After you just got to deal with these guys.
That's a good idea. I will appreciate that.
Okay, follow me up here.
Yeah. This rectangle that leads into blackness.
Oh, what is this? Oh, this? I literally don't know what that is.
Yeah, like it feels like it wasn't supposed to be just those two guys, but instead a bunch of spawning enemies.
Like enemy spawner or something.
Yeah. Oh, I went the wrong way.
Come on up here.
Yeah.
And so, two things. There's an illusory wall here with a chest.
Okay. I'm glad I knew how illusory walls worked before I started playing this game.
Right. Otherwise, you'd be very frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about them in any game. They're especially dumb in this game.
Yeah,
so
like
just there's a bonfire behind this one.
Oh.
Don't sit at it or you'll respawn the enemies. I don't think you need to sit at it.
Yeah, I don't think I can sit at it.
You can light it without sitting at it.
Yeah. Like, I don't think I can sit at it without, yeah, I don't think I can rest at it while you're here.
Next, come on down here and be careful, because there's poison guys.
Oh, yeah, I saw those when I went the wrong way before.
Also, be careful about the chest, because there's a bunch of bloodstains around it.
Yeah. Like, in my current run of Dark Souls 3, these poison guys are, like, awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you can. My Dark Souls 3 playthrough right now is a Pocket Souls playthrough.
So, no.
Oh. Oh.
No. I'm gonna try to save you.
You did manage to save me. Good. Okay. I was told there are only like 2 mimics in this entire game.
I think there are 4. There's not a lot. I think there are 4.
Okay.
This, don't bother doing that. All that does is fill this pool with water that heals you if you stand it. That's all it does.
Okay. Does it at least stay that way permanently?
It stays that way permanently, yes.
Okay.
It's not worth doing because you will never come back to that room.
Yeah. I'm still gonna do it just for the sake of completion.
For the sake of completion, awesome.
Yeah, because I am a completionist. And that also heals me a good amount. Like I also
take a while, but it heals you a good amount.
Yeah. And I also just kind of like secrets like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got like a good function to it. And it's also like totally optional.
Mm. So, once we enter this fog gate here, there will be a ring of poison at the edge of the boss. That guy's a good summon, if he works. Sometimes he bugs out.
Well, he's got pyromancy.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, he's pyromancy. So, there is a ring of poison at the edge of this arena. If you stand in it, you get poisoned. The boss has magic attacks, and will try to grab you sometimes, and we'll be fine.
Okay.
She doesn't have too much health, but she will lunge at you or use magic. She has some range, so be careful.
Okay. Well, thank you. I've been doing pretty well with bosses in this game. I also remember this being like one of the better bosses. Like from people's what's it called?
This is from
opinions
the rankings and stuff.
Yeah.
I do like this boss. She's very cool thematically, and I like her design.
Yeah. Well, I also know like a lot of people like her mechanically as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like they like how she can throw her head at you and then you can attack the head for a little bit.
It still counts as damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it still counts as specifically
How?
Yeah. Like it specifically still counts as damage to the head specifically.
Yeah, that's a neat thing. Also, beyond that big fog gate is the most famous elevator in the Souls series.
Because it's really, really long.
You're gonna go up the elevator, and then once you get to the next zone, there's a bonfire down the stairs to the left.
Okay. Hurrah for victory. By the way, fine work. Very nice.
Aha. Once you grab that, don't forget to go back and buy the ring.
Oh, of course. This is a very, very slow elevator. I feel like I'm watching Evangelion. See, I really wish that I could have gotten a. I wish that we could just do like normal co-op, so that we could just reenact that one scene from.
Alien scene, because they go away after we kill the boss. You just want to reenact the scene.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. I like this area. I remember seeing this area in a Let's Play.
So yeah, the bonfire's down the stairs to the left. There are items on the lava rocks. It is possible to grab them, but it is a suicide run.
Okay. I'm not gonna worry about that for now,
Yeah.
but I am gonna rest
I'll
at
go
the
back
bonfire.
Yeah. So that bridge you see there, that is the most popular spot for PvP duels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That is what this bridge is famous for.
Okay. Well, I see somebody with a golden summon sign. And this is definitely another player. Their name
That's the
is...
sun, bro.
Yeah. Their name is Syndra Rakdos.
Funny.
With some weird stuff going on.
Capitalization going on.
Yeah.
Oh, you should go back and buy the ring so I can go to my other character.
Oh, yeah, you're right, I should. And they don't even let you go back to other areas. Oh, I just summoned this person.
You'd have to make him leave with the separation crystal.
Yeah, well, I don't want to do that. Is there a gesture for like apologizing?
There might be. There's sad gestures.
Yeah. Mock, decapitate.
Decapitate.
Yeah, that's not a gesture.
There's one where you like collapse out of exhaustion. That one's funny.
Yeah. I guess. Like, what are the? I guess. Decapitate is the closest thing I have to a sad gesture.
You can try pushing them into the lava, but they don't lose anything if they die as a phantom. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it the normal way. Where's the thingy? Where's my thingy? I wish there was text chat so that I could say, hey, sorry, I accidentally summoned you.
Oops.
When I meant to do something else. Where's the black separation crystal? Oh, I see
It
it.
should be at the bottom somewhere.
Yeah, I just found it. Some stuff, yeah.
It's kind of interesting that it's an actual item with like lore tied to it or something.
Yeah. Yeah, like, see, I think that the better way to do, like, Dark Souls 2 as a continuation, like, and I also kind of think this about Kingdom Hearts 2 as well, interestingly enough. Like, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 was better as a continuation overall in general.
Right.
Like, so you know how Final Fantasy, like, between mainline Final Fantasy games, it's just a totally different and new world?
Yes. Like new characters, new world, new continuity, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I think that what would have been cool with Dark Souls 2 is if they did that by implication.
Ooh.
And then there was a twist that this is actually just another
like you
universe.
Started out thinking this was that'd be cool.
Yeah. Or like either make it another universe or reveal much later that Drain Lake is Lordran after like millions and millions of years. Okay, let me get the
Instead of just being like, oh yeah, by the way.
yeah. Yeah, there's an abandoned lore vessel. That's it.
Okay, I'm glad you know about that because I bring that up to every friend and they always get annoyed every time I bring it up.
Yeah, like
part of my speedrun ritual is bringing up the Broken Lord vessel.
Yeah, like the Broken Lord vessel is like annoying to me because that's like the only concrete thing that that proves
that like ties you to Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, and even then it's like nothing else. Like, what would have been neat to like directly tie it to Dark Souls 1 if like Majula was like vaguely shaped like Firelink Shrine. But
Right, like
still
if you superimpose the geography, it turned out to be the same place or something. That would be cool.
Yeah. Well, not like this. Not like if you superimpose the geography, but like in such a way that you could tell that it used to be, even though like there's an ocean here now.
Right.
And
like, times have changed, but yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, like it's been said that like Mount Rushmore, it'll take like over 1 million years for it to be unrecognizable as man-made.
Right.
Like something like that. Like it's clearly like if you can tell that it used to be Firelink, but it's clearly a different place spiritually. Also, I'm gonna talk to this guy now.
Oh, the ladder guy.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
He sells you ladders.
Yeah.
Don't make me say it twice. All right. What do you want?
Oh yeah, can I buy another ladder, please?
You want to go down? Fine. Sure.
Okay.
You need a but you'll
3,500.
a very reasonable. Just you wait.
Okay. It's really funny to me that there's just a dedicated cutscene for him putting up a ladder. Like in any of these other games, it would have
The close up of the ladder.
yes, it's glorious. Yeah.
The slow pan of the completed ladder, showing you how big it is.
Many as you like.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, he also sells miniature ladders.
Yeah, you could buy a ladder miniature from him for a lot of money.
But why?
It's useful for a single strange NPC quest.
Okay, that intrigues me. Like in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, he would have been like, you gave me the ladder stuff. I gotta go make the ladder now. It'll be there when you get back next time. And then you go rest at a bonfire, and then it's just there.
And then a lot of stuff.
But they were so confident in the importance of ladders in this game that they've made not one, but 2 whole cutscenes dedicated to putting up a ladder.
He's in such a weird spot in Harvest Valley that I am convinced many players have never seen Laddersmith Gilligan.
Yeah.
The only way they went in the hole is by buying the cat ring.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Which is why I'll be... Oh, Fenny says, I appreciate that they spent so much time on that. I want to say, by the way, this stream's been super, super fun to listen to. I'm just very, very tired, which is also why I'll be off for the stream. Have a good one, Fenny. I hope you, have a good rest. I know it's probably pretty late for you because you're in Germany.
Oh, snap. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Good night, then. Take care.
Yeah, have a good evening. Okay, I am now at the bonfire. Oh, and that one person is still here.
So I'm gonna put my sign on the opposite set of stairs, on the right set of stairs.
Okay.
So you equip the name engraved ring. Let's see, which one should we choose? Choose a god from the name engraved ring.
Okay, let me see here. Oh, that's neat.
You have to equip it, I think.
Yeah. Is there
You can take it off after you've put it on. Like, after you summon me, you can take it off.
Okay, I mean, I don't really have any other rings that I use
Normally
specifically
I
for
choose
anything.
Kreml, god of struggle. But you can choose, since you're the host.
Yeah, Kreml, god of goddess of the hunt, goddess of bliss. Like, is there any lore significance to any of these?
For some of them, yeah. You actually meet, one of the Covenant guys worships the god of blood.
Oh, that's neat.
I don't know what the other ones are.
Yeah, well, I guess given my VTuber lore, I should also go with Kreml, god of struggle.
Wonderful. Okay, so choose that. And then I'll be on the right set of stairs, opposite the left one where the bonfire is.
Okie dokie. Are you Lilith of Ernest?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it is 1 a.m. for Fenny. Well, welcome to 1 a.m.
Oh dear. Welcome to witching hours.
Ah, yes. Actually, I found out that the witching hour is actually 3:33 a.m.
3:33. Oh, you were almost at witching hours.
Yeah.
That is the point at which you should probably go to bed.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like, the reason why most people think, I learned this from a friend of mine. I don't remember who. The reason why the witching hour in like culture is midnight is that I gotta mess with my settings real quick. Like it's way too it's way too loud.
All right.
I there we go.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
should be good.
Yeah, the reason why the witching hour is midnight in like popular culture is that the Catholic Church wanted wanted to prevent people from practicing Satanism.
So they made the witching hour earlier than what it actually would be.
Yeah, they just they made a bunch of fake witches go out there and spread the rumor of
What
the
the
wrong
heck?
time.
Holy cow!
It's
Some
it's
things are
great.
Truly strange. Life is truly stranger than fiction. Oh, we get invaded. So there are two invaders that can show up. This is Fencer Sharon. This is an NPC invader. She's got a funny sword.
Can I get that funny sword?
You can, but I think it's in the DLC.
Ah, okay.
She's really hard alone, but together we can
With-
prevail.
Yes.
There's one more called, I think, Armorer Dennis, who will show up
Okay.
probably after we try to get in this door.
All right.
There are also some more knights. There's a key that you can get if you want to walk in the fire and take fire damage, or you can wait until later.
Yeah. I would like to be able to walk in the fire and not die.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that just yet. We'll do that eventually.
Yeah. Oh. Wait. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, that is a lot of damage.
There are pots with water. If you roll into pots with water, they give you fire resistance for a short amount of time.
That's really cool. I like that.
That will allow you to walk into the fire and pick up the ring, but you will still die, or the key. You'll still die though.
Okay. Well, let's talk to this NPC.
This guy's cool.
Who are you? Who, me? I'm Magarold. Who else? What? Have a look at my wares.
Why is there such there's such a variety of British accents in this game?
Right? Is there something you're trying to tell me from software?
Yeah. I have something to tell you. I'm British.
So the incense lowers the requirement of faith or intelligence to use certain spells.
That's really neat.
So if you farm the spices, you can use them from this guy
Okay.
to make your spells cheaper stat-wise to wield.
Okay. That's really, really neat.
You can also buy the wood carvings from him, which allow you to toss them on the ground to say stuff like "thank you." Oh yeah, that's how you would. We don't have text chat. We have things you can throw.
Oh, if I had gone just a little bit further, I could have actually apologized then.
Yeah, you could have said. You could have said, "I'm sorry" to. Oh man.
Yeah. Well, I've got to buy all of these now. I love these guys.
They're great.
So let me consume a boss soul just so that I can buy just so that I can speak.
Yes.
And frankly, this is actually just like Crosscode.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
I actually have not played Crosscode.
Oh, you haven't? I thought you knew it was a good game.
I knew it was a good game. I think I played it at some point, but I didn't finish it. I didn't get too far. Real life stuff happened, and I kind of forgot.
Okay. Yeah, like, the main gimmick of the protagonist, Lee, is that, she can't talk because there's, like, a problem with her, like, the equivalent of her microphone.
Oh, I see.
Like, her avatar, like, her avatar is just improperly synced with her.
Right.
And so, she can't talk, and as a result, because she's actually in the game via, like, some kind of hacking bullshit, the guy who hacked her into the game, like, is just rapidly programming, new words for her.
Right. Oh, there's an illusory wall here. That's really cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and, like, every single time she speaks, like, every time she gets a new word, she's just so happy. And,
There's
like,
another illusory wall here.
oh, this is just like Ash Lake.
And if you use the ballista, you can hit this guy.
Oh,
not
yeah.
kill him. Just knock him down.
Can you use it again? Like,
yeah,
if
you won't hit him.
Okay, well, like, can you kite him up?
All right, let's try and get him.
Yeah.
Hi. So he's gonna follow me.
Oh.
Slowly. Oh, do it again. Do it again. Get him. I'm trying to push him to you.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is gonna be stressful. Do it now. You got it.
Yeah. Teamwork. Completely unnecessary teamwork.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you mentioned I can use vases of water to avoid fire damage, right?
Yes, but that flame will still kill you. That'll
Oh.
just keep you alive long enough to pick up the item, and then you will die.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you won't even finish the animation. You'll just die.
Okay.
Maybe there's a way if you use a bunch of healing items, but it's just not worth it.
You know, like, imagine I use like 10 life gems at once.
Right. Okay, this spot has a bunch of guys and 2 levers you must pull, and Forlorn.
Oh, like your other account invaded.
My other account. Oh no, you can see him up there on the ledge there. It'll take him a minute to get down.
Okay.
Watch out for
Oh
these
yeah.
arrow guys. Watch out for it. This guy's gonna give me a pain.
Yeah.
Oh no, he hurts.
Yeah.
A second.
Is this? I remember watching this one guy ranking all of the Dark Souls bosses, including Dark Souls 2 and 3 and all of them. And there was one boss that he said wasn't that bad of a boss, but the run back to it was just awful.
Oh, so
Is this that area?
This is not him, but this is his brother.
Oh,
You're
okay.
thinking of the blue flame smelter demon, who is in the DLC, and that run back is hell. If you run back to my summon sign on the bridge, you might be able to summon me. If you, I'll try and put it closer. Oh no, they're in your way now though.
Oh.
If you're feeling stressed, just run. I'll try to put my summon sign closer though.
No! I died.
Oh no.
So yeah, just put your summon sign on the bonfire.
Do that.
Yeah.
Oh, the lava! No, I was checking your stream so I could see.
Yeah.
What happens.
Yeah. I was actually doing pretty well against that guy too.
Yeah, I saw you backstep.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very good. Like, I've got pretty good at killing those guys specifically.
My summon sign is where it was before. Just make sure you have the ring on again.
Yeah, I do have the ring on. I don't. It's just
make
where
sure
my
you are
ring.
human.
Oh yes. Also make sure I'm human. Yeah.
Yes.
That ring is where my ring of binding was.
Oh, I see. That makes sense because you have to use an effigy anyway, so ring of binding is useless.
Yeah. Yeah, like that one guy who was doing the review. I guess it was the blue smelter demon, but
I think I know what video you're talking about, but even if I didn't watch the video, I know exactly what he means.
Yeah, yeah. Like he talked about how he he just ended up just cheesing his save and making a save before it.
That's the save states. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what I did is I stripped off all my clothing and armor and weapons. Ran. Oh, this is.
Hey, Johnny.
And I ran with no equip load to get to him. And then I put him back on, dodging the boss. I fought the boss like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm especially annoyed with that one specific forlorn because it was like I thought the forlorn were supposed to be there for like to replace player invaders,
but
you're offline.
Players can still invade.
Yeah.
Alongside NPC invaders, it's very annoying.
Yeah, like I don't mind them being able to invade alongside NPC invaders.
But Forlorn is like random, like he will randomly invade you even if you're offline.
Yeah. Yeah, like clearly the function of those is meant to be that like if you're offline, it still gives you the
experience of being invaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people hate Forlorn. You can actually buy his armor. I forget who sells it though.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know that was like a specific character. I thought it was just like a randomized NPC.
I'm not sure if it is like a specific character or if it's like a group of characters who are just collectively forlorn.
Yeah, I mean either one would make a lot of sense.
Right. The Forlorn Collective.
Yeah, just like the Devu Collective.
Exactly.
A reference that nobody who's watching the stream will understand. Well, I'm gonna go get my souls.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to clear out the guys. There's a lever down those stairs you need to pull. The lower half of the drawbridge.
Okay.
And then we have to do a little thing to get to the other half.
Okay. Oh, I've got to... Okay, so I need to go pull that lever.
Yeah, I can't pull them for you. I can open doors, but not pull levers.
That's really weird.
I assume it's so... I can't really alter the world state, basically. I can't open illusory walls, either. You have to do that yourself.
Yeah. Oh, I see. That destroys that bridge.
Yeah.
That has the, Oh, there's fire behind that door.
Yeah, you cannot enter that just quite yet.
Yeah. Okay, and then I go down.
I unironically forget how to turn that fire off. I literally do not know.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
There is a second lever that involves going over here and dropping off. Oh no, hold on, you'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Oh, wait, so is the purpose of dropping down there just so that you can actually use the ladder?
Yeah. And to get that item.
Yeah, that is silly.
It is
Like,
very silly.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of... Like, I guess it's a way to make sure that the player can't go back, like, by that path. You know, like...
Feels bad.
Yeah. Like, there has to be a different way of doing that.
It is almost interesting level design. Is what I call it.
Yeah. It's interesting-ish level design. Okay, so where do I just go back down from here?
Yeah, you come back to where the drawbridge was. You go over to me.
Okay. Oh, okay. The purpose of pulling that lever was to knock that down.
Now the drawbridge is half done. But if you go down here, I wouldn't mess with that door just yet. If you pull this lever down here, that's the other half of the drawbridge.
Ah.
But for the life of me, I don't remember how to get up because I always cheese and run past this area. Oh no, I think it involves this. Watch out.
Yeah, that's also some fire.
How do I make the fire go away? I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I see there's a staircase that I can drop down to here.
Oh yeah, no, that's how you get up there. Okay.
Okay, but then
I think if you open this door now, all the doors will be open and the fire can finally vent out. Or I'm just wrong.
Let's hope.
One of the two.
Yeah, like that feels like.
That feels like a Souls thing.
Yeah. It looks like the fire is gone? Question mark?
Oh, yeah, that must not be a door. That must simply be a valve. You must have turned the valve so the fire stopped.
I guess. That's kind of funny. It's kind of funny that there's just meaningless holes in this floor. Oh, also there's an enemy in here. I didn't realize that.
There you go. Oh, yeah. Because normally I jump past this entire area. Whoa, that means the boss is... Wait, that means the boss I always fight is optional. Wait a minute. Okay.
Imagine that.
Okay.
We can fight it anyway if you want.
Because there's the bonfire there. He unlocks a shortcut, I guess. Because if you go up here, that's the next area, so I wouldn't go up there. Just go back down.
Okay. I'm still gonna kill this guy real quick.
Alright.
Oh, I just realized I was running without my shield.
Oh.
My shield was on my back this whole time.
It was there for moral support.
Yeah, and that's what matters.
How do we get back up? Oh, we can go out the end of the first door, right?
Yeah.
Oh no! Some ladders you can jump over.
Yeah, I think I can jump over this one too. Yeah, there it is.
There we go. Now we can go on the drawbridge for real.
Yeah.
How I cheese it is if you look at that broken staircase there that I'm shooting at right now.
Yeah.
With the item, you can jump there.
Oh.
You usually die, but you can jump there. And then from there, you can skip the drawbridge.
Yeah. You know, there's actually a similar speedrun strategy in Dark Souls 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You can... Yeah, like, do you remember the normal way into Lost Izalith?
Lost Izalith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you do like the fall thing, right?
No. There's like Lost Eyes. The normal way to do it is you ring the bells and then the yeah, and then you go to Anor Londo and then after Anor Londo
you need the chaos. You need the Lord Vessel, and then it's
yeah,
unlocked, right?
Yeah, you place the Lord Vessel, and then the way to the Ceaseless Discharge unlocks.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you kill the Ceaseless Discharge, all the lava goes down. Right. But there's actually a really, really tiny path that you can platform to, and just
like
go around. Yeah,
oh,
you can just go around all the lava.
Also, for this boss, at one point, he's gonna set himself on fire and damage you if you get close.
Okay.
To avoid this,
Ow.
To just make sure you have your life gems equipped and just chug life gems.
Yeah.
Power through his damage over time.
Okay. I mean, I've got 73 life gems.
That would do it. Also, he will do an attack where he jumps up and stabs the ground. He will do an AoE afterwards after 1,000,000 years. So simply avoid the AoE, and then he is safe to attack.
Okay. Like, how long? How long is?
I'll try to warn you to back away.
Okay. Like by 1,000,000 years, do you mean like a few seconds?
It's like 2 seconds or something. It's long enough that people are like, "Oh, I can hit." Oh no, I can't.
Okay.
All right, just make sure you got your life gems equipped, and we'll be fine.
Alrighty. Let's go.
All right, I'm in there. Oh, okay. It's when he does his second phase thing is when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. You know,
There,
we'll
we'll start damaging you now.
Yeah. You know, I was talking about this on a Kingdom Hearts stream recently. Somebody mentioned that like the bosses are a whole lot more are a whole lot less intimidating because they have segmented health bars.
Oh, so you know when the next phase is.
Yeah.
And you can like take a breather because you know like the next mechanic is starting or something. Oh, back up.
Yeah.
Just wait for it.
Yeah. Or like in Kingdom Hearts 2 specifically, like it's useful because it lets you know how much damage you've done.
Oh yeah, you have like a marker. Like
Yeah.
Sephiroth has like 13 health bars or something. But
Yeah, well, not even that specifically, but like, oh, I died.
no, that's okay.
Yeah.
Now that the drawbridge is down, we should be able to just run back here.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, like in Kingdom Hearts 2, it's really important to know how much damage you're doing, like in the moment specifically.
Oh, I see.
Because how much damage you do impacts like the boss's moveset, kind of.
Right.
Yeah, and like I was talking about how like Fenny mentioned that like Dark Souls might feel a little bit more manageable if it were like that, and then I pointed out actually they do have that kind of because Dark Souls health bars they've got like they look kind of like a ruler, you know.
There are certain points in damaging a boss where it'll change or do something else.
Yeah, but like even without that, like there's little ticks on it that you can see. Yeah. And then I started playing this game again, and I saw that boss, and I realized, oh wait, Dark Souls 2 doesn't have that.
It doesn't have little tick marks. It just has a solid. You have to guess.
Yeah.
Sometimes that boss will ignite himself right away. Damaging him makes him more likely to do it, but it doesn't. It's not a hard rule. Sometimes, if you're lucky, he will never buff himself.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Wednesday, for giving us some solidarity.
Yo, hey Wednesday, what's up?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the other NPC invasion. Let's head outside again, because that's where he's spawning.
Okay.
He should be easy, we just wail on him. Oh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. We've talked, like, briefly about, my take on, how I feel, health reduction should have worked with death, right?
Oh, with hollowing?
Yeah.
I think a little bit, but I don't remember.
Okay. My idea for how to change that. Also, I'm gonna like the mixing in this game is really, really weird.
Some sounds are very crunchy and some are not.
Yeah. No.
It is very weird.
Yeah. Like in particular, right now I have the sound effects lower than the music. And
the boss music was really loud, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so actually I should also put the music down even further.
I can confirm it is not just you.
Yeah. Would
This is
you?
a known quantity.
Yeah. Also, there's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 10 volume settings.
There's also a very small number of camera sensitivity settings, and I need to have it at completely low for the mouse and keyboard to work.
Oh God. That's a From Software PC port right there.
Yep. So we can kind of just drawbridge, deal with these guys, and go to the boss.
Yeah. My idea for how health reduction should have worked is that like it should spawn you with full health, and
Yes.
then you just can't heal past the bar that like that hollowing bar, you know?
Right. Mhm. Oh man, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. And then I
Oh.
thought, oh wow, you died.
That was completely my fault. Don't rest at the bonfire. I will put my summon sign back.
Yeah, will do. Oh, there's still that one guy.
Oh no. Oops.
Yeah, I think I can get to a. Yeah, I'm at a spot that's safe from him. Put your summon sign like on the on the drawbridge, like kind of
Oh,
catty
no.
corner from the.
Because you're.
Yeah, from that item.
There are enemies. There are enemies in my world still.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
me see.
Yeah.
Oh, I have not lowered the drawbridge in my world because I have skipped this area.
Oh.
So I will put it at the doorway entering this section. Oh, I died. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh man. I like walked out there, got confused, and realized, oh, I didn't pull the drawbridge, and then I died. So let me.
Yeah.
You may want to just walk way back to the bonfire where I am. It'll be faster because now all the enemies have respawned in my world.
I understand.
It's just Dark Souls things.
Yeah. Yeah, just like put your that's also not a bad run back.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the runbacks in Dark Souls 1 can be rough. Like I remember the Dark Root Garden just took forever.
Yeah, like Darkroot Garden I feel was fine mainly because it kind of feels like it's meant to be a stealth mission at times.
Like Metal Gear Solid 3. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just it's a stealth mission, just like Metal Gear Solid. The other thing, going back to the health reduction topic real quick.
Oh,
And
speaking of health, let me heal you. Check
Oh,
this out.
oh yeah.
I can do this 4 times.
Oh, cool.
That heals enemies as well.
Very neat. Okay, like I had one more little thing related to that idea, which was like life gems are currently extremely available in this game,
Right.
and Estus is not. So like maybe that would have been a good way to like actually
Oh,
give
like
you.
Estus can heal past your hollowing thing.
Yeah,
Life
exactly.
Gem cannot. That
Yeah.
would be a cool trade-off.
Yeah, and then also that can mean that like
That
the
means that
instant.
both. Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, like both are useful in equal measure. Like right now, the only reason why I use Estus is to heal between fights.
Right.
Because
you
it
don't
has-
use them in fights because you can't move.
Yeah, and it also heals a lot. But like, what that also means is that they could cause you to hollow a lot more.
Oh.
Like,
mhm.
because right now I think it's capped at like 1/2.
Yeah.
like-
And then with the Ring of Binding, it's like what,
Yeah, 1/4.
1/4.
Yeah, and so like under my system, if you can heal past it exclusively using Estus, imagine if they added like a hard mode where it hollowing took you down to like 3/4 less.
Right. Like barely any life.
Yeah. Yeah.
To actually consider what health items to use, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Or like it wouldn't even have to be hard mode. Maybe it could just be each New Game Plus cycle slightly increases the amount by which you can hollow.
Right. Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Dark Souls 2 has done a lot of things that are definitely really creative and could have been like really, really interesting.
But just weren't.
Yeah.
just barely or not interesting.
Yeah. Because like
I feel like a lot of the zones are like this. Like they're almost interesting, but they're just not.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's just interesting enough that I can tell they had an idea. Of course, that's almost an insult.
Part of the reason I like this game is because you can see they clearly had ideas. They just could not deliver for whatever reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like it's at least not like Devil May Cry 2.
Oh, yeah. At least this isn't Devil May Cry 2.
Yeah. Like, even with Devil May Cry 2...
Like, I can't even joke about liking that game.
Yeah, like...
That's how bad that is.
Yeah, like, see... But even in Devil May Cry 2, there are moments that make me feel something.
You're like, wow, that... Yeah.
Yeah, like, the fight with the one guy with the gun who he teleports around the arena. It starts with an A, Eris, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Eris. That's like an actual like interesting feeling boss fight.
Yeah, that was memorable too. I know that guy. I just don't know his name. I vividly remember the arena he's in. Yeah,
like that arena is like. One, they use the arena in a cool way.
Alright. Up the stairs here is a bonfire and a chest.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'm noticing this this thing here, this circle.
Oh, this circle?
Like it almost looks like all of those circles almost look like there's meant to be like a sigil in them.
Almost.
Yeah, and
I wish they were. I
yeah.
wish it was like the Destiny 2 do you remember the what is it called?
The Wall of Wishes?
Not the Will of Wishes, the Season of the Worthy, the Corridors of Time. You remember those with the hexagon codes?
Yeah, that.
I wish they meant something that you could translate. It would outside of the game would have meaning, but these don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, like I would like that. Like with that, like considering the kind of game this is, it would be really neat if like there was a different sigil on each one of those, and then like
like maybe from like the gods that name engraved ring.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That'd be cool.
Yeah, wait. Actually, does the name engraved ring allow you to choose a god every time?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take it off real quick, and I'm gonna count the number of gods, and then I'm gonna see if that matches up. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mm-hmm. We were on Kreml, right?
Right.
Okay. And let me see.
I've never thought of this, so I'll be amazed if they actually match up.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think that's 9. I'm just gonna go up to my TV and check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 12 in the center.
Okay. So they almost match up.
Yeah.
I went back to check, but if you go to the bonfire, rest in the bonfire, and then return, a pursuer spawns there.
Oh, Interesting. I'm not gonna go there just yet then.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, go to the bonfire so you can summon me, and if you want to take on the pursuer, I think he has a ring. I forget. It's either this one or a different one.
Okay. Yeah, these these fake question mark pursuers, they're all one-offs, right?
Yeah, they don't respawn unless you. I don't think they respawn.
Okay. Okay. Well, I've rested at this bonfire. I would assume that you.
I think there are multiple pursuers, or I'd like to think that it's actually just one Terminator pursuer who really hates your guts.
Okay. Oh my God! I just noticed something that would have made this boss way, way, way cooler. So, up the stairs, you
You
can
can see like through the window area, kind of.
yeah, and you can fall down there. Also,
It would be cool if you could go there during the fight to avoid the flame or something.
yeah. Now, I saw the pursuer there, and I thought, oh, maybe I can drop down and get some damage on it, but no, it just despawns if you go back too far.
If you open the door, my summon sign is outside the door
Oh, all right.
from the bonfire room, because I cannot place it inside the bonfire room for some reason. I think because it counts as a boss arena. Oh, somebody summoned me.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, okay.
I am currently
like-
summoning you.
Okay. Cool. Oh wait. Oh, you know why?
Also, we can't go back.
If you want to summon me for the pursuer, we have to go behind where the smelter demon boss is, because we cannot re-enter that room.
Oh.
Oh no, wait! I literally can't because it'd be fogged off. I think I don't think I can help you with that pursuer.
Do you want to try anyway, just to be sure?
We could jump down here and go down the ladder and loop around to see.
Yeah. That is also a kind of creative thing. You know, specific enemies that you're just not allowed to.
Can't co-op, and it must be you. I think there's an area like that. The Doors of Pharos, I think, is like that.
Is it?
I could be wrong.
I've been there.
Have you gotten to the second bonfire in Doors of Pharos? What the hell? The door spawned in on me.
Huh?
The door was open, and then it spawned closed. What the heck? Okay.
That's weird.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
The guys are not aggroing onto me. They're being very... Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining, but okay.
Okay. Yeah. That door is fogged off, unfortunately. Let's kill these guys anyway.
Yeah, we can get some souls.
Yeah. And I should probably go level up once we've gotten the.
Right. Before we continue, yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, because I have 80
Plenty of souls.
Yeah, I have 85,000 souls right now. Or at least I will once that guy dies. Yeah. I have 86,000 souls.
Yeah. I will go return to my world and also level up.
That is a good idea. Yeah. I'm I know that pursuers spawn in in places that you can co-op in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not.
There's 7 in this game.
Yeah. So that was kind of a neat. The boss version of it was kind of so.
But the fact that he keeps coming back.
Yeah,
in certain areas is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's that gives that boss a little bit of personality that it otherwise wouldn't have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I should drink
You can
some
also
water.
fight. Did you run into the pursuer early on the platform? Like the bird dropped him down.
Yeah, I did. I don't think I beat him
that
there.
was cool to me, but he only shows up once. If you die there, he doesn't show up again.
Yeah. You know, like I like the idea of an enemy that like is basically like it's in your world. Like it's not an invader.
Right.
But it's also meant to be of the same nature as another player.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's talk to this girl.
Is that a shard? Here,
Oh,
to
I've
see.
got
However,
an Estus Flask shard. Heck yeah.
Nice.
Do I have another one by chance? I do not.
Have you gone inside the Bajula mansion here?
I have a little bit. I know that that's where the Broken Lord vessel is.
I like the giant book in there.
Okay. Oh, also, what is the soft cap on adaptability?
You're good. As long as you have 100 or more agility, you should be fine.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna continue trying to max out my HP. Like, my goal right now is get...
You have like 40, I think. I think 40 is a good soft cap for that. You were almost at the... Yeah.
Yeah, for vigor?
I would say so.
Okay.
I think technically you need to get it up to 100, but there's like diminishing returns. For like 99.
Yeah, my current goal is to get my max HP up to 2,000.
Gotcha.
Because, like, I don't think I have anything else that I feel like doing. Also, is there anything that I might want from the Smelter Demon Soul? Like, can I get a cool hammer or
You
something?
can get the Smelter Demon Sword, which causes fire when you heavy attack.
Okay.
It is useful in one-shotting bosses.
Hmm.
If you get 2 Smelter Demon Swords and max them out and do other buffs, you can one-shot many bosses.
Okay. Where's the guy that's at the Lost Bastille, right?
Either him or Bird Lady in Brightstone Cove. Have you met the Bird Lady?
I don't think so. I think I've been to Brightstone Cove, though.
Okay.
Where is Brightstone Cove in the,
You'll have to free her. Hold on. Do you have the Shaded Woods bonfire before the Scorpion Lady?
Yeah.
I can show you where that is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Brightstone... I thought that said Brightstone Cave. Seldor. What do I need for that?
You will need... Okay, we'll have to go to a couple different spots first. It's a bit tricky. But to free the Bird Lady, you need 1 fragrant branch of yore. That is all you need.
Okay, well, I think I've got that. Okay, let's do that later then, because I really just want to go get the one guy. And that's at Strayed Cell. Yeah, his name is Strayed. I keep forgetting. Oh, I got it. Remember that mushroom thing that I got a message from? I got another message from it.
Saying you played for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, okay, so the first, it says quest completed. Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the Person, just 1 game. Play for 15 minutes. That was the first one that I got, and the reward was 15 coins. This next one is called Hourly Warrior.
Hourly Warrior? What, are you clocking into Dark Souls 2?
I guess. And it says play for 1 hour.
You're like clocking into this game.
Yep, and my reward was 150 coins.
Well, you're like putting in work. You're like if you put in too many hours in a day, you get overtime.
I guess.
Overtime pay if you spend too long on Dark Souls 2.
You know, I've got enough stats for this sword.
Oh my goodness, you can use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this sword out.
It's cool looking. I like it.
Yeah. I will go back to the next bonfire. Iron Hearth Hall is what it's called.
Right.
Yeah, no, I just like went all in on getting all the stats. Oh, actually, I should go back one more time and see if I should check before I go through any loading screens to see how many. Oh, I can level up one more time. Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. That's one more vitality. Like, I think that vitality is the only thing I need now. Just because I've got my strength up so high and I'm clearly just doing strength. Strength stuff.
I think certain... I know the soft cap is like 40 or so, but certain weapons scale so hard with strength, you can get them up to 97 strength and still be doing even more damage. It's pretty insane.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm returning to Iron Hearth Hall. I finished grabbing random things.
Okay. I'm gonna next time I get a chance to, I'm gonna turn down voices. Because those are really loud.
Feeble, cursed one.
Yeah, no, it just drowned out everything else. I just fast traveled to the place that I was already at.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I also will frequently boot up a game and then immediately save like 5 times.
I'm glad I'm not the only person that does this.
Yeah.
I definitely feel your pain.
I'm glad. Okay. It is pretty dang cool that, like, there's a boss here specifically for unlocking this one bonfire.
Right. The Ruined Sentinels are also completely optional. I didn't know that until a long time later.
Yeah.
Oh, summon me quick before that.
Yeah, I gotcha. I guess I've got an invader on their way.
What's the invader's name?
I don't remember.
I guess we'll find out.
We will.
World of Key.
Yeah, where would they have spawned at? Like in this
They
area or the next
spawn
area?
Probably further ahead. We
Okay.
can wait here for the invader.
I
Oh,
think
there's-
I think that's the invader.
Dragon Knight Calamite.
Okay, why is
So this game
Oh!
has an auto censor, and you
Oh.
can probably imagine why a knight is censored.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see that now. I am too innocent.
So, one of my friends named their character Hollow Knight, and the first
Oh
two
no.
Hollow are also censored.
Oh my god.
Hollows are a thing in this game.
Yeah.
Thing in this game, and
I-
those words are censored. Okay, watch out! That guy's breaking the floor right now. You might have to jump over, unless you kill him fast enough.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's kind of a neat idea for an enemy. If can both sides get destroyed and then this gets
No.
like freed? Oh, that's unfortunate.
It just breaks that one spot.
That
Hold this lever here. You will drop a bunch of enemies in the lava.
I like that idea. Let's do that.
Other enemies will be revealed though.
Oh,
If you go in here, I actually don't know if you can go in here while co-op. That's another area.
oh, you can't go in there. Oh,
And that's one of the 2 bell towers in this game.
yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I may need to like go there myself and put a sign down in that area.
Okay. Oh,
Um,
oh, right. Like I didn't realize there were other bell towers than the one I went through the other day.
You found the one in the Lost Bastille, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the other one. There are 2 bell towers. One belongs to a prince and another to a princess. I think it is also a vague reference to Dark Souls 1. Oh god, be careful. Hold on. There are buttons here on this black bar that will drop the gray rectangle out.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So if I step on that, it okay.
Yeah. I think going up here is a thing. Yeah, come on up here.
Oh, okay. I just noticed the bars holding this these gargoyle guys up.
Yeah.
They're just they're actually just like a flat texture.
Yes. Yes.
So like they're just invisible from certain angles. And like
These water jars are back.
I see that they're back.
Save your life at times.
I bet.
Oh my goodness, he almost got me.
Well, he did not. You know, I keep seeing the name of what these knights are. Alone Knights, I guess.
Right.
And I keep reading it as Alola.
Alola Knights, like the Pokemon thing.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, is that another?
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
not a
Okay.
Oliver the Collector.
Oh no, that's a. The name The Collector is now very, very ominous to me. Because I've been watching The Owl House.
Ooh! I have not been watching the Owl House, but I do know who the Collector is.
Yeah. The Owl House is great. Like,
I need to sit down and just watch the whole thing. It is on my list of things. Like, yeah, I need to watch that, and I just always forget.
yeah, like it's not even like the fun thing about it is that like it's a great show already, but the thing that puts it like over the top as like a great show is its pacing. And like its pacing alone.
That is a very hard thing to do in shows.
Yeah, but like a 1 out of 10 show, like a 1 out of 10 show with pacing as good as the Owl House could be made into like a 5 out of 10 show.
Right.
That's how strong the pacing is. And it's
like it's already a good show, and the pacing is magnificent.
Yeah. No, like it's also like it's a show with lore, and the lore in it is like it makes the world feel full, but it's also pretty much all of the lore that you get in the show is directly related to the plot. So it all feels manageable, despite
like it's like like the scope grows.
Yeah, well,
like
yeah, well, not even that. It's just like the scope doesn't necessarily grow, like, or that's not what I mean when I say that.
Oh,
but like
just the way that the story progresses and the lore is revealed.
Yeah, so like it always feels extremely manageable.
Be really careful about this one.
Oh yeah, can I walk through these chains?
I don't remember. I literally don't remember.
Okay.
Normally, I just run past this area.
Oh my god! Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that was very sad. Because I could have gotten an item out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like. You go ahead.
Go back to the ladder and get it if you want.
Oh,
I don't remember what the item is.
there's a ladder.
It's just a random like herb or something.
Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't need it. Need it.
All right, that fog gate takes you back to the room you were in.
Okay. Also, is this are these chains going anywhere? Like, if I wait here long enough, is something gonna come out?
Not go anywhere.
That's so unfortunate. So they're just like randomly.
They're just randomly there to be there.
Okay, cool.
Is the giant forge or furnace of a sort
Yeah. Also, hello, guy.
of iron and smelting things out of iron. And this entire castle is supposedly made of iron.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
The Alone Knights are named Alone because of a knight named Sir Alone,
Okay. I mean that makes sense.
who was the old Iron King's like second in command. There are
Okay.
items out there, but they're very treacherous to obtain. They involve putting on max fire resistance,
Okay. I'm
lots of water, leveling up your vitality, and praying.
I'm not gonna worry about it then.
Not worry about them. I think after you clear the area, and if you really wanted to, you could suicide for him.
Yeah, I might do that, but not right now, obviously.
Let's come down here.
Yeah, but, like the stuff that's I find like the thing that makes the lore of the Owl House in particular so great is that it works in conjunction with the pacing,
Oh.
such that there's like there's not only do they like introduce things and ideas at like a particular clip, like at a good pace, they also reintroduce things at relevant
context or something.
yeah, like to remind you that they exist.
Also, do not pick up the item there, you will die.
Okay.
We're gonna go up the ladder here because there's a bonfire up here.
Okay.
Sometimes I forget my own advice and I still pick up the item and then I die and I remember, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait, did you just went forward?
Yeah, come on up the ladder.
Oh, I didn't even see that there was a ladder. I went the wrong way.
Oh, oops. Go, no, that's, hold on. It's in the corner.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, that guy cannot be hurt by the fire. That's okay, I got him. Yeah. Yeah,
I would hope that people who live in flaming areas can survive the flame they live around.
yeah, true. Yeah, like, without spoiling anything. Oh, go ahead.
Or at least smart enough to not get burned.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, there's this one character called the Bat Queen.
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
she comes up as, like, seeming to be, like, this weird, absurdist character who just sort of exists for one episode.
Ooh.
And then she comes back and there's like a kind of neat reveal about her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she comes back again and we are reminded of that reveal in such a way that like we're reminded of that reveal in a context that
It changes the way you think about her.
yeah, or like it's more like it implies something new about her that we didn't get an implication about before.
I see. And if you notice, one, I don't know how that message got up there. I think it's a hacker. All the fires are now out. So that key from the start that you could not obtain without dying, you can now obtain.
Excellent. Awesome. I like that. That's neat.
Also, you may notice the Actually, no, I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
We were at the head of a giant bull in that
I.
bonfire. You could see that from the start of the area.
Oh, that's neat. I like that. And now we're gonna like get to see that, aren't we?
Yeah. So for this boss, is not terribly hard, but he will knock you off into the lava if you're not careful. His attacks have a long windup, but you have enough vitality that you probably will not die to them. Basically, if you have ranged attack, go for it. Otherwise, wait for him to slam his fist down and then just whack him.
Yeah. No, I know that there is one strategy.
There's like a wall, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's a wall that you can stand next to that just allows you to avoid everything.
Avoid basically everything. Yep, you just gotta be a little careful.
Yeah, and it's like on like exactly the opposite side of where we just were.
Yeah. I'm glad you know about that wall. Just little trivia about this game.
Yeah, no, it's so weird what I know and what I don't know about this game.
Right.
Yeah, I just realized I never equipped that sword.
Oh, the smelter sword?
Yeah. Like, that's probably not good against this guy anyway.
No. He's resistant to fire.
Yeah, no, I would guess.
I would guess that he's resistant to fire because he's bathing in it right now.
Yeah, I mean, technically he's bathing in lava. But how funny would that be if you were resistant to lava but not fire?
Not fire, so you're just in constant pain. Okay, watch out for his laser. Oh my god. He might kill me. Okay. Oh, back up.
Yeah, he's animated like a Bionicle.
What?
Like you see what I mean, right?
I do see what you mean instantly, but I would never have made that connection ever.
Yeah, like because he's so stiff.
Did I poison him? I don't think he can be poisoned. I tried doing that.
Yeah, like I swear, he okay, like there between his idle animation and his attack animation, sometimes there's just like a snap.
There's times of stillness, and he like snaps to different animations. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no like in betweens.
Yeah.
Might one shot me if it hits.
Yeah. Like that was kind of a good in between.
Yeah. All right. So, if you go in here, there's a chest, and then a primal bonfire.
Okay, good. And I think that's the last one for me.
At the iron key, you can enter the DLC.
Okay.
Otherwise, I can show you where to get that.
Yeah. Okay, there's a chest that I see. But like back to the Bat Queen.
Bat Queen. Yes.
She's so like the way in which information was revealed about her, and not even revealed, just like we got an introduction, then several episodes later we got a reveal, and then several episodes later she came back in the context of the information that we know about that reveal. So that we don't have to think about it anymore, and we can instead focus on what she is. Right. And like so many theories about her have spawned from just that. Mm-hmm. And she's great. And my theory about her is like one of the prevailing theories, without ever having had contact with any of the fandom.
That's super cool.
Yeah, like, not that is to say, like, I didn't create that theory and make it the theory.
But the show did a really good job of developing and telegraphing this thing, is what you mean.
Yeah, exactly. and now like the third season is in this weird place where like one, it seems like they're gonna come out like one episode per quarter.
What
And
the heck?
yeah, and two, they're like
Our financial quarter? What?
yeah, well, like not literally that, but like
Basically.
yeah, episode 1, season 3 came out like a week ago, like 2 weeks ago, and the next one isn't slated until 2023.
Oh dear.
So like I'm guessing it's gonna be like January 2023 it comes out.
I see.
Yeah, and like they're 40-minute episodes, but like episode 1, season 3 of The Owl House, it's got like 5 episodes worth of plot points shoved into into 2 episodes worth of content, like of runtime, I guess. Granted, they don't have an opening sequence for the second episode's worth of content, but like still, it's a little annoying. And I think the actual opening to the episode is longer than usual.
Oh. Huh.
But like it's really interesting watching season 2 because you can tell by the episodes, like how they're formatted, exactly when they got the note that they weren't gonna get a full season for season 3.
Oh no.
Because immediately instead of going from cold open to opening to the rest of the show, it goes from cold opening to title card to rest of show. So like they were ready to get canceled at the drop of a dime after that. And they made sure that they had a plan to get as much content as possible into as few episodes as possible. Anyway, I'm gonna...
In case they get canceled, at least they got as much as they could.
Yeah. Yeah, and like it seems like they are going to actually finish the plot, which is good, but it's not going to be what it could have been.
Some shows are not as lucky.
Yeah. And then recently an interview with Dana Terrace came out revealing that like the quote that she got from the Disney exec was, "Oh no, the Owl House is actually successful."
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did they just expect it to be some seasonal thing that ran for a season and like, okay, that was fun on some other project?
Well, no, I think what happened was COVID happened.
Oh.
So yeah, so like they were expecting it to not be very successful, so they cut funding for it.
And it turns out it was successful. Now everyone hates the fact that the show is getting.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Granted, they're still doing like better than I would have expected them to do, because like at least we're getting like half a season worth of content. It's just across 40 double length episodes, not 40. Yeah, it's just across like.
Weird. You're still getting a good chunk of content, but the distribution is weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. Also, first episode of season 3, you can just watch it on YouTube. Like it's just on the official Disney YouTube channel. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to this bonfire dude.
Oh, welcome to the bonfire dude.
Yes. Also, I didn't turn down voices, so.
Oh, his voice is gonna be loud and weird.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah. Oh, it's so loud. He says the crestfallen like that's a thing, but I remember there was a crestfallen knight in Dark Souls 1, and he was just a dude.
He was just a dude who was sad.
Yeah, he was just a dude who was sad. It wasn't like a special title or anything.
The guy by the tower in Majula is also a crestfallen.
Yeah,
Sad.
yeah. He's also like he's just another like lowercase c crestfallen dude, and now they're retconning crestfallen to actually mean something.
Like a faction.
Yeah.
A faction of sad dudes.
Yeah, the crestfallen covenant.
When the Dark Souls Joker movie comes out, they're gonna have the Drang Lake police will have to warn people of the crestfallen.
Yeah. 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 Okay, anyway, that's way better.
Okay, thank goodness.
Yeah.
So you want me to tell you who this guy is, actually?
I think I know. Let me get through his dialogue, though. I don't know if I do. Okay, cool. I was just reminded of the name Vendrick.
Ooh.
And, yeah, and I've realized Vendrick is a name, like, I mean this with love. Mm-hmm. The name Vendrick sounds like something that is actually a real name, but that a trans guy made up for his own name.
That makes sense. I can see it.
Yeah, and like accidentally stumbled into a real name that's actually very cool.
Like they chose it as like a screen name or something, like a Discord name, and it turned out to just be their name.
Yeah, exactly.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah. Yeah, like Vendrick is like up there in like masculine. Yeah, like
Twitch handle names.
Yeah, well, like specifically, like names that have trans mask vibes.
Oh, yeah, I definitely get that from Vendrick. That's true.
Yeah.
Also, the term "true monarch" will have come up a few times. Do you know what that always makes me think of?
What's that?
The Lego games, when you get enough studs and you become a true Jedi.
This is not the first time that I've thought of the concept of Lego Dark Souls.
So, if you get 1,000,000 souls, you can either get 4 great one souls to open the thing, or you can get 1,000,000 souls and you can open the path to the Drang Lake Castle, right?
Yeah, I was aware of that.
I always thought that when you hit 1,000,000 soul memory, there is it's like in the Lego games when you unlock the mini kits or whatever.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Wait. It's 1,000,000 soul memory.
Yeah. If your soul memory is 1,000,000, you can just open the door.
I'm way over 1,000,000.
You didn't need to kill that boss. You could have just gone.
Yeah. Imagine that.
You wouldn't have known, and you would have never been in the area. The any percent speedrun of Dark Souls 2 involves simply killing the Rotten 4 times for 1,000,000 soul memory and then going.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Okay, so that smelter sword puts me over 100.
Carry.
Yeah, carry weight. So
70% and up is when you start rolling slow.
Yeah. So
over 100, you can't even roll or really move.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna do that. So I guess I'm gonna have to put off vigor for now, and instead prioritize whichever stat increases carry weight.
That's fair.
Actually, I'm gonna do that now. Actually,
You are blessed with bearer of the
There is a
Okay.
ring that works in a way it's not supposed to work. Do you know Flynn's ring in the other Dark Souls games?
that's the one that gives you better archery, right?
No. Based on your equip load, it increases your attack, right?
Oh, okay.
So theoretically, with Flynn's ring, if you put on less gear,
Oh, okay then.
you do more attack, right? It is messed up in this game.
Oh,
In this game, it is based on your maximum equip load stat. So if you lower
oh,
vitality, it will do less damage.
that's amazing.
It's amazing, but it's tragic.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna worry about that anyway.
Yeah, don't worry about that ring. You can't. It's like in DLCs and stuff or something. It's
Okay.
used in some speedruns or some builds.
Well, that got me up to where the Smelter Demon Sword only brings me up to 90%.
Oh,
So that's
now
progress.
Now you can move with it.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
If
I'm.
you unequip your mace, it might go down lower.
Yeah. Oh no, I was replacing the mace.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use these souls, and I'm gonna use the Old Iron King soul. Is the rotten good for just grinding out souls in general?
Um,
bearer of
I think so. Because after New Game Plus, any of the old great ones, like the Four Souls, they give extra. They give an extra soul thing you can use.
Okay. Okay. Well, I will consider that then. Maybe I'll do like some off-stream grinding sometime.
Yeah. If you kill the Rotten, the Rotten's a good one to farm, and the Giant Lord, though you cannot meet the Giant Lord just yet.
Okay.
Those are the two ones that I would suggest.
Okay. Is there anything else that I should do here?
Um,
Because I feel like I'm more or less done for the night.
okay. I can show you. Okay, while I'm still here, because I'll probably not be able to make it to your next Dark Souls stream unless it's another week from now. Do you want me to
Yeah.
show you the secret? What are they called? What are they called? Go to the Black Gulch. I'm gonna show you something.
Okay.
Go to the second bonfire in the Black Gulch. I will put my summon sign there, and I will show you a secret.
Oh,
that
there it
will
is.
Give you access to certain things.
Okay. On my way. Like in like a weird but good but kind of bad way. This game kind of feels like a Zelda game.
Yes, that experience you just described is the true reason I enjoyed this game.
Okay.
It does feel Zelda-esque because of the weird secrets that are here in the world and the way it's designed, and the mechanics and like weird, obscure things.
Yeah.
Don't forget to put on the name engraved right.
Oh, I've still got that on. So,
Why is my sign not showing up? No.
I don't know. Let me... Wait, nullify human effigy's effect. What does that do?
Okay, yes. Okay. After you kill a boss, you
Mhm.
get for 30 minutes. You cannot be summoned. You cannot be invaded. You can't be invaded after you kill a boss in an area, and you have to intentionally nullify the human effigy effect.
Okay. And that will also let me summon you here?
Yeah, that
Okay.
might prevent forlorn spawning if because you can burn human effigies at bonfires to put that effect on. I think that
Okay.
keeps you from getting invaded. I could be wrong.
Okay. Let's see then.
My sign should be there now.
Your sign is not here now.
No. Try resting it again. It should show up.
Yeah. Let me see here. Tossing this into a bonfire strengthens nearby foes. Sublime bonus. It might just.
That's respawn the run.
Okay.
You should go back to Majula and burn that sublime bone dust to make your Estus heal more.
Oh, I can. Is that what that's
Yeah.
for?
That's what that's for.
Okay.
Bring it up +5.
Okay. I think the reason why I can't summon you here is that I've already killed the boss here.
You should still be able to. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because like that's how it works in I think all the other Dark Souls games.
Oh, really? Oh, huh.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna be farming the rotten anyways, might as well burn the bonfire acidic, right?
Yeah.
Bear in mind they will hit harder and harder every time you do it, so you're gonna really have to learn how to dodge their attacks.
Okay. I mean, I did that.
Attacks very slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my sign. I'm
Yeah.
checking your stream now right
Oh,
now.
the sign has disappeared.
What?
It's. I saw it like moments before it despawned. Try putting it down again.
Yeah, let me re-put it down. That's very odd. Thank you, Dark Souls, for being a easy game to co-op in.
Yeah.
Aha, I'm being summoned.
There we go. What a. What
I
a.
do like how the summoning, like the co-op and different mechanics are diegetic. Kind of like how Destiny Crucible has lore reasons for existing.
Yeah.
But it's a pain in the dick to play with a friend here.
Yeah.
So, we're gonna... Let me light a torch.
Oh, I should I do the same?
You don't need to. We're gonna go off the cliff here, so be careful of the guys. We're just gonna simply... No! He knocked me off.
Yeah. Oh, I ended up down there
You ended up
by
down there?
accident.
Have you seen the spot with the two giants?
I have not.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back and put my sign down again because the worm was rude and knocked me off.
Okay.
In the vanilla version of Dark Souls 2, you don't need to do this because right when you make your character, you get the DLC keys that give you access. However, in Scholar of the First Sin, you must find the keys yourself. This is one of the steps to finding the keys.
Okay. I think that's probably a good thing. Just because that makes it feel more like how it was in Dark Souls 1, you know?
And yeah, like there you have to find like the doll or whatever. There's like steps. You can't wander into the DLC, which is the hardest part of the game, on accident.
Yeah. But God, how funny would that be?
Alright, keep resting. My sign is down. Try traveling back to
Oh.
the same place.
Oh, no, there you are. I see
Oh,
you.
there we are.
Yep.
Sick.
I mean, at least they made it. At least they added the name engraved ring to make it slightly easier.
Right. But in Dark Souls 3, it's a simple password you can do that'll just be like, hey, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, even that isn't totally foolproof, I don't think.
it's not. So we're gonna go here and not get knocked off by the worm. God damn it. He knocked me off again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of decent at killing things here, so,
You could kill the worm if you'd like.
yeah. I mean,
You know what? What if I could invade you and then just go there? Because let me try that out of
yeah.
curiosity.
Actually, I just took the worm down. So we're good. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna do this to see if I can find your world. I'm
Okay.
not gonna kill you.
No, imagine, like, imagine this, right? Like you invade someone with like a tank build, and then instead of fighting them, you just go around showing them all the secrets,
Right.
and then you let them kill you.
Holy cow! It won't. It can't find your world. It just can't.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, that's kind of funny. Well, I'll put my sign down, I guess.
Yeah. No, you go around, you show them all the different secrets in that area, and then you kill them.
Fun fact about invading: you cannot be attacked by the enemies. Right?
Yeah.
There is an item in the game called Seed of a Tree of Giants, which you can obtain from the Forest of Fallen Giants.
Oh, that's awesome.
From a giant tree that grows seeds back every few in-game hours.
Okay, that's also in Dark Souls 3, I think.
Mm-hmm. It will let you. If you use the Seed of a Tree of Giants, then the enemies will now attack the invaders. It is the funniest thing in the world if they're in the wrong spot at the wrong time. Okay, now the worm is gone.
Yes, the worm is gone. Could you imagine if I just rested at the bonfire just to mess with you?
Okay, so we're gonna go down the hole. Lucatiel is also here at some spot. If you've talked to her before,
I think I have.
she's in Harvest Valley too. You have to talk to her there first, I think. I could be wrong. That's some wiki stuff. If you look on the wiki, it'll show you where they spawn.
Oh, I thought I had to jump to that. That's why I died the first time I found this spot.
No, you just kind of slide off. So there will be two giants in here. We will run past them into a smaller cave within this space.
Okay.
Roll past them if you need to. They cannot hit us from within this room.
Okay. Okay. Are they simple enough to kill anyway? Oh, Ring of Giants +1 and Petrified Dragon Bone. Cool. Okay, they're not too bad. Oh, there's 3 of them. Wow.
Why is he not poisoned yet? Hello?
Maybe they're immune to poison?
Oh, this is how I kill them every time, is with these daggers.
Oh.
There's no way.
I mean, you just missed a bunch.
I did just miss 3 times. There, now he's poisoned. You can see his health ticking down.
Okay, yeah. I do like that you can see other players' damage numbers.
Mm-hmm. I don't like how this secret is required to get into the DLC, but I do like that it exists. I don't like it because it's very hard to find intentionally. It is easy to find accidentally if you fall, if the worms knock you off.
Yeah, no, the worm didn't knock me off. I think I had one of the 2 invaders that can come here.
Oh,
And I fell off while I was backing up.
and you're like, whoa, that's a spot.
Yeah. And then I died. Because I couldn't get to the next
People
area.
Find the forgotten door that is above this thing, but they will not find this cave.
Okay.
I feel like the Dark Souls 2 designers liked Ash Lake so much that they made every tiny secret basically Ash Lake 2. Wait, why are there 3 giants? Oh, because we used the bonfire. Oh. Because normally there are only 2 giants. Hold on, let me shoot him with this.
There we go.
Okay. there's 2 more giants. Nice and easy, just tickling them. Can I poison them, please? Oh, because its bonfire is acidic, so they're stronger. That's why they didn't get poisoned instantly.
Yeah.
I see. We try and shoot this guy.
Well, that didn't do anything.
Okay, there's 1 left, so he's pretty easy to just take on.
Oh, you actually have to aim with that sword.
Oh yeah. Holy cow.
Okay, that's a pretty neat sword.
Also, this guy hurts.
Okay.
All right. Should have gotten Forgotten Key and the Giant Soul.
Yep, I did get that.
And if you follow me over here, this is how you get back up. If you hold the
Oh.
ball, you can go to these pots.
Oh no. You didn't tell me that there was a crack in
there's
the floor.
There's a crack in the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna.
You return there for your souls.
I will do that. Yes.
Also, that key you got is how you open those weird stone-looking doors, like the one we just passed to get there.
Okay.
There are 3 of them. That's 1. There's 1 in the gutter that leads to Havel's armor. And there's 1 in the Majula hole. The Majula that gives you the DLC key.
Okay.
I wanted to show you that because I'm pretty sure there's no way you'd have found it otherwise.
Yeah, I don't think so. But this is a pretty cool sword that I've got here.
Yeah, it's sick. Oh, it lights the oil on fire, huh?
Yeah, it does. Which I think is really cool.
If you hold a torch and you roll, the oil also gets lit on fire. That's an easy way to kill those guys.
Yeah, I think I tried that and it worked.
There's a lot of little tiny things about this game that are cool.
Yeah. You know, someone I know told me that this game is very, very like it's a lot more RPG like than the others.
Yes, it is.
Like I like that there are like specifically enemies that are weak to blunt damage.
Yeah, oh, yeah, like blunt slashing damage. Like skeletons take like no damage to thrust attacks.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, but
as to blunt weapons.
so I'm just gonna have to pray that I get this right because I forgot to light a torch.
Yeah, the message should help. The
Yeah.
message is, I think that's, yeah.
There's that message. Are there still gonna be 3 giants or
No, giants be gone. They don't respawn. Unless you bonfire us.
okay? The giants are still there.
Oh, they are? Oh.
Yeah.
Weird.
And I got my souls back and I died again. Is there a trick to getting over that?
You light a torch, I guess, and be careful.
Oh no.
That's the suggestion. Oh, I got an invasion off. Wait a minute.
Oh, you were trying to invade?
I was while I was waiting around, I was just spamming this. Did I invade your world? No. I invaded the world of Bob Ross Guard.
Nice.
Let's find Bob. Oh, I'm poisoned.
I also, speaking of torches, you know my thing about torches in this game, right?
No, actually.
It feels really, really meaningless that you have to get torches to use a torch.
Oh, like the timer thing?
Yeah, because I've got like 2 hours and 30 minutes on this torch
Like,
right now.
Like getting a new torch will do nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Like 2 hours and 30 minutes is more time than I will ever need with a torch in an entire playthrough of this game.
He summoned Phantom Bob Ross too.
so
Holy cow!
so he actually,
They're both apples. They're both apples. Oh man, they both killed me.
like, that's actually a really cool little thing.
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
No, like, that was like an anime.
Intense encounter.
Yeah, no, it was like an anime protagonist, like the protagonist fighting the bad guy, and they're losing, and then they're like, "Actually, my friends are with me." and they're like, "My friends are my power," and then. And then Donald and it's just like in Kingdom Hearts.
Did you roll back in the thing?
Yeah, I did it again.
Okay, I'll put my summon sign down. If you summon me, I can distract them for you to get your souls back.
That's a good idea. And will Homeward Bones work if you're
Yes.
here? Okay.
Or no, but I can jump off and not lose anything.
Okay. I mean, actually, if a Homeward Bone, I just remembered that Homeward Bones works, so I will just do that.
Just like run down there and then homeward bone out instead of having to like fumble with the elevator there.
Yeah, exactly. I'll figure out the elevator later. Like I
If you
do.
want to summon me, make sure to use the human effigy and become human.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna.
You're just gonna
I'm
run
just-
for it. Awesome.
No. Well,
Did you fall?
yeah, I fell off.
It happens.
Yeah, I mean, it'll tell you something about how overleveled I am that I'm gonna say this. It was only 30,000 souls. So
Well, what I realized, because the character I beat the speedrun with had the same soul memory as you.
okay.
So that told me all I needed to know. But I don't blame you. My first playthrough of this game was a couple 100 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't have
fair.
anyone to help me for a long time.
Yeah. Well,
It was also my first Dark Souls game.
fair enough. Well, do you want to go kill the Rotten before we end stream?
Yeah, we can kill the Rotten. Give me 1 second to swap over to a weapon that will damage him decently.
Yeah. And then while you're doing that, I'm gonna get ready to to raid somebody
Sick.
because I found the perfect person to raid.
Oh no.
She's also playing Dark Souls 2. Oh wait, no,
Oh,
no,
no.
she's not anymore. Now she's playing Resident Evil Village. Damn it.
It'd be
so
really
that,
funny if she was still playing Dark Souls 2.
yeah. Oh, actually,
What if she was Jeff Bezos' guard? Could you imagine?
yeah, I actually found somebody else, somebody who I am a big fan of, and who will not care that I'm raiding her. But she's streaming right now, and I want to watch her stream.
I am ready to beat the Rotten.
Okay, let's go.
I just keep rolling.
I
You
j-
should be able to pass him. If you
Yeah,
get poison, just
I
heal
j-
it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna life gem my way through it. 2,
That hand is getting
3.
close.
Oh yeah, enter the mist. Here we go. I will just skip that cutscene.
Oh,
Oh no! He cornered me into some fire.
happened.
Yeah,
Sprint as far away as you can. I will distract the Rotten for a while.
yeah.
You can't really gain aggro of the boss. The boss kind of just chooses.
Yeah. Well, that was some really good good iframes on that roll that I had.
Yeah.
So I guess you have the exact same iframes even though you roll slower.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. I like that. Although it almost makes the roll feel more like an aesthetic thing.
Your roll animation becomes fractionally slower until you hit 70% equip, which is like the hard. Yeah, this is a different roll. No, he grabbed me.
Yeah.
He
Oh, this
squeezed
is
me really hard and then let me go, and I didn't die, thankfully.
okay. So I can't use that attack a lot.
The durability, yeah. You can actually hit his arms off. Did you know that?
I think you told me about that.
Also, look on the shoulder not holding the sword. There's a guy pointing. He will telegraph the boss's attacks.
Oh yeah, I see it. I see that now. That's cool. That's cute.
That is also a character in the lore, I'm pretty sure. Oh no,
Yeah.
he died?
Yeah, I died to fire.
You're busy looking at the guy who died to fire. The boss also died. Unlucky.
Yeah. Well, that.
I was busy trying to tell you funny secrets. I distracted you.
Yeah, it is cute that that guy on the shoulder is like a
I
dude.
bet you didn't notice that guy before.
Yeah, I didn't notice him, but like I looked back and remembered him the first time you told me.
So, do you know the Doors of Pharaohs?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is actually the character of Pharaohs, who is the guy on the shoulder of the rod.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that.
There are a lot of teeny tiny lore things like that in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Dark Souls game. Of course there are. I just thought that was neat.
You know, it is super neat. I like it. Like, there are more things about this game that I like than that I don't like. Just the things that I don't like are such
so
big things.
So glaringly massive. You're just like, are you kidding me about this?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's not even the things that I... Like, if they're not even the things that a lot of people really hate about Dark Souls 2. It's just like, I don't like how a lot of the animations are.
Yeah. They do feel kind of wet noodle.
Yeah.
As a byproduct of the animations feeling like a wet noodle, every weapon in this game is actually balanced in PvP. Well, not damage-wise or stat-wise, but animation-wise, yes. Every weapon type is viable in PvP.
Yeah. Have you put down your summon sign again?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Oh, are you human?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Am I? Yeah, I am.
Alright.
It'll probably just take a bit to show up.
It does that sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, what was I saying before? Like, you do gotta keep in mind, like, it's gotta go through the server and then to me.
Yeah.
And I think you're far enough away from me that it probably has to go through your server and my server.
Right. Like our like yeah. The West Coast.
Yeah. All the way over to Ohio. Which is itself like a Dark Souls location.
I definitely felt that when I visited Ohio.
Right? Like, you could set a Dark Souls... Like, you could set a Souls-like game in Columbus, I think.
Do you know the map in the Majula Mansion?
I think I've seen it, yeah.
The more bonfires around the world you light up, the more bonfires light up on that map.
Oh, that's cool.
It corresponds to the map you can find in the collector's edition of the game.
Oh, that's really cool. Oh, speaking of Columbus and Dark Souls in the same sentence.
Oh no.
No, I recently solved an Ohio mystery.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, because there for like 6 months there was this really weird advertisement that kept playing on the bus. Mm-hmm. And I need to describe to you in vivid detail what the voice sounded like.
All right.
So it sounded like they went through a few steps where first they had a white guy do like a really racist black voice.
Oh no.
And then they had a black guy do a mocking impression of that voice.
Okay.
So, and for like 6 months, I kept hearing on the bus an advertisement that went, "In the city that never sleeps, any day could be your last."
Holy.
And that was all I knew about it for months. Turns out, it just kept getting cut off in the middle. Uh-huh. And the whole advertisement went something like, "In the city that never sleeps, any day could be your last. 4 friends find out why the city's called the Rotten Apple. In this new..." No, there's even more. "Don't miss this summer's new blockbuster movie, Lot 9. In theaters August 4th, 2022.
Oh my goodness.
I've been hearing this advertisement up until like 2 weeks ago.
But it was cut off every time. So it was just a big threat.
Yeah, no, it just sounds like I'm getting threatened by a bus advertisement. And,
Well,
and
since you used the bonfire aesthetic, you will notice you got the Soul of the Rotten, but you also got Gravelord Nito's Old Dead One's soul.
Oh, neat. Yeah. You know, and would you like to know why why it kept getting cut off?
Why would that be?
Because of the bell on the bus. The people just kept ringing the bell to get off the bus.
So you couldn't hear them. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's like, and that is like the peak Ohio experience.
That's awesome. Unironically, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's like, is there anything special that I can do with the Old Dead One soul?
Goes to the bird lady. Oh, you need to. Oh man, I know you were gonna get off, but would you like me to show you where the bird lady is?
Yeah, sure. The more important thing that I want to know is like, do you think it's okay for me to just consume it for the souls?
I would just keep those if you really want the weapons, because otherwise you'd have to bonfire aesthetic again and find a harder. Or it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah. I'll take my chances. Like, the Rotten isn't that hard, and
using for souls, and the Rotten's right there.
Yeah, and I think I've already got all the weapons I need anyway.
Gotcha.
Like, I think I've got my new favorite weapon.
Curious, you can always just go back and just get them again.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, vitality up.
What is your soul memory right now, actually?
Let me find out. Okay, I'm up at 19 vitality now.
Nice.
My soul memory is... Oh, wait, Okay, so you can enter your pause menu over top of this menu. Oh, no, never mind, I couldn't. I just hallucinated the thing. Okay, so my soul memory right now is 1,650,514.
All right. Mine's 1,098,000.
Okay.
So you're getting close to this character's.
Okay. So I probably won't have you on for the next time.
That's okay.
Yeah. Like, this is more just like a fun special thing for sometimes anyway.
Right. If you ever need help in this game, have questions, or just found something cool, please let me know.
Yeah.
This is my
I'm actually like just over 70% right now.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I'm at 74.4.
You're getting close.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, go on. Continue.
For reasons you've mentioned, like this Dark Souls being a Zelda-like kind of, sometimes for the wrong reasons. That's partially why this is my favorite Souls game.
Okay.
I know me liking this game is a big meme, but I do like this game, for better or for worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I did the shout out thing for you while you were talking.
Oh, thank
On
you.
like
Awesome.
like Twitch's built-in thing that puts up a follow button right there in chat.
Right.
And I know.
Also, before we end the stream, I just want to say that I think at some point, probably next month or like in the near future, I will do a Dark Souls 2 PvP tournament involving the stipulation is you can only use stuff you can find from the early areas in the game. And
Okay.
you can only go to a certain level.
That seems interesting and neat.
I'll probably announce that when I'm feeling more ready and I've done my research on what you can get.
Yeah.
Also, thanks for playing. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for being on.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. But the weird thing that I noticed with the official Twitch shout out.
Oh, yeah.
It gives a little follow button in chat for you. And either I wasn't following you already, which I don't think I was, which I'm pretty sure I was following you already. Yeah. But it gave me a regular follow button, and when I clicked it, it said that I followed you.
That's funny.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna raid Keffels.
Oh, that's sick. Awesome.
Yeah.
Time to tell Keffels all about my Dark Souls 2 experience. Let's go.
Imagine you just show up in her Twitch chat and you start info dumping about Dark Souls 2.
I might do that actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I've only got like 2 viewers. It's like I don't need to do the whole spiel, but I will do it anyway. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single view. Like, for real, I really do feel like with as little effort as I'm putting in, I am getting out what I'm putting in. So, I appreciate that. Thank you, Fenny Boy, for being a subscriber. I thank you, other person who has subscribed to me, for being a subscriber. I don't know who that is. Bye, everybody. Good night. Okay, I'm gonna mute my mic real quick. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Oh, I forgot to stop streaming.